have a special guest today. So his name is Naveen Samala, and we have been like in touch with. I have been in touch with him from couple of years, like 2 years. Naveen,
Yeah, I think little over 2 years.
little over 2 years. Yeah. So basically, I know him as a podcaster. Basically, like he has created his personal brand linked to podcast, right?
Yes.
So I know him as a podcast. So I was also like as a guest at his podcast, like the guiding voice. Yeah. So this is the second episode of Before the Brand. So we'll be having some questions to ask him. So the first question is Naveen.
Mm-hmm.
So you own a personal brand, and I also own a personal brand. So how, like, who is Naveen Samala according to the viewers? Who is, and what what is the first image comes into their mind?
Okay.
So I want to know a little bit about first about this personal
Okay.
brand. So since
So
you have
my
created a very good, sorry to
mm,
interrupt. So since you have created a very good image of yourself online,
right.
and you
Yeah.
also gave a TED talk, we're going to like talk in upcoming questions. So
Yeah.
just I want to know who is Naveen Samara according to the viewers.
That's a wonderful question. So I'll answer it differently.
Sure.
So few people think he's a mad guy. He doesn't know what to do, and he's on a journey. Okay, which is completely different, and people think that okay, why
Okay.
he's doing something what he's doing, and
Mhm.
probably people might be thinking why is he spending so much of time with a vision to inspire people across the globe. Okay, that
Mhm.
is one set of people. Another set of people who know me, right?
Yeah,
They know
yeah,
that okay, he's on a mission to make a
yeah.
difference in the careers and lives of millions across the globe. So likewise there are different people, and for my guess I am like uh, a brand creator for them because
Yes.
I'm giving a lot of experience to them and visibility, not just
Mm-hmm.
through podcasts, not just through YouTube, not just through Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, but we give extensive, we do extensive promotion on all social media platforms like
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, Twitter, which is now called as X, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So likewise, I am
Mm-hmm.
different to different people, and when it comes to the audience, we have built a good set of ardent followers of the platform, and they know about my mission. Again, they understand that okay, I read their minds, and they think that okay, I'm doing something good for the betterment of the society, even though I haven't made so much of money so far, but
Yeah,
still they
yeah.
think okay, I have a long way to go. Likewise, it is different to different people. But overall,
Mm-hmm.
if you look at Navin, probably somebody might think he's a podcaster. He's really passionate about growing others, and he's most
Mm-hmm.
importantly a very good leader. That is my assumption. And
Since you say,
what is your perception before and after? Like, which means when we did the podcast back then versus today,
okay.
has anything changed in your perception about me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lot, a lot.
Okay.
Since, like, I thought one thing when I hear about Naveen Samala, right? He's a good consistency. Like,
Yeah.
you hold a type of consistency. Like, if someone starts, example, take me only, right? If I start this podcast, then I like it won't last 1 year also. Because I do not maintain consistency since I am involved into different types of projects, right? And some startup works, and currently, like, since I'm pursuing my MBA, I have some internships to do. So the time management, it's like it's not happening from my side.
Okay.
So whenever, like, till now you are very consistent in this podcast sector, like nobody have like made this till now. So
Yeah.
that's what comes in my mind. And
Yeah.
after the one we had the session, that guest session, you have gave a TED talk also, right? So
Yes.
I want to know a little bit about the TED talk. And 1 minute. So you have also, like, you are a first generation postgraduate, right? With the
Yeah.
humble background, what was the toughest barrier you had to overcome in your journey?
Yeah. So first and foremost is completing engineering itself was biggest barrier in front of us, because my father has passed away during my second year of engineering, and we
Oh,
are a family of four siblings, and my
okay,
father did not have any insurance policy or something of that sort, and
okay.
my mother had to undergo a lot of troubles to make
Oh,
sure that we got the right education. So that is the biggest barrier. But after that, there is no looking back in life. And talking about the TEDx, yeah, I delivered my first ever TEDx talk on October 26, 2024. So it is
okay.
close to an year. And already some other organizing committee has approached me to deliver my second talk, which is going to happen soon.
Okay.
And again, few friends, okay, who are strong supporters and who have been witnessing my journey for last few years and all, they have recommended my name to the curators at TEDx VJIT, and I had to submit my application form, and then they have done due diligence to see if I'm real fit or not. And after a lot of conversations and all, finally they have accepted my invitation. Sorry, they have accepted my candidature, and after that, we had to do a lot of preparation. And TEDx talk is not easy, as it sounds. First of
Yeah,
all,
yeah,
getting an invitation
yeah,
itself is the big thing, and afterwards, you're expected to come up with a talk, a speech, okay, which
okay.
may span anywhere between 6 to 18 minutes, and it has to be unique, and it has to inspire people, motivate people, or you have to convey your journey so that people can get inspired and plan this. So, in my TEDx talk, the name of the talk is 610 Days of Persistence and Beyond.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, I shared my own journey of how I built the world's only quintilingual podcast, despite of not getting expected results, despite of not getting expected money.
Okay.
How did I continue? So, and I also shared three amazing guest stories, okay, who
Uh-huh.
have created long-lasting impact after I started my podcasting journey and all. So it's a memorable experience. And anybody who is watching or listening to this episode, my best wishes to you. First and foremost, manifest for giving a TEDx talk, because that
We have
that
to
particular
manifest.
moment will be cherished by you
Yeah.
forever.
We have to visualize.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So I would like to add an input here. As you said, it should be around the TED Talk should be around like 15 to 18 minutes. Like, is it true? Like,
Yes. No,
I
it
have
can be
seen.
anywhere between 6 to 18 minutes.
Hmm.
If you observe the I'm trying to recall the lady name who gave the talk on grit, Angela Duckworth, right? Her TED Talk spans only for 6 minutes, but it is one of the top 10 most viewed TED Talks forever.
Okay. It is
So
only six. It's around
yes,
6 minutes.
her her TEDx talk was only for 6 minutes. So
Mm-hmm.
your talk can last anywhere between 6 to 18 minutes, but it cannot go beyond 18 minutes.
Okay. That's great. So, at what location you gave that TED Talk?
My TEDx talk was in Hyderabad. It was organized by an engineering college called Vidya Jyoti Institute of Technology.
Okay, that's great. So let's move to the next question. So I have prepared some set of questions to ask you.
Okay,
So
sure.
since I'm like not expert like you in the podcast, so yeah, can you share a failure that actually shaped you more than any of your success?
Yeah, that's a good question. I call it as a favorite failure. Again, there are
Hmm.
many, but one of them is I mentioned in one of the previous talks also. It is not getting to a leadership program called corporate audit staff during my stint with General Electric.
Hmm.
So, CAS is a premier leadership program which many leaders across the globe recognize. And I
Hmm.
was nominated to the CAS program by our leaders, and I did a pilot for 1 month. And
Okay.
after 1 month, the leadership team of CAS will decide whether this candidate is apt or not. So unfortunately, I did not get through that. But
Hmm.
after that, I decided I should do something big. I should do
Hmm.
something massive, which
Hmm.
should surpass beyond CAS. And
Okay.
then I started rebuilding my brand. And first
Hmm.
thing that I did is I got selected as a guest faculty at Bits Pilani.
Hmm.
And after that, I was also selected as a corporate panel for IFIM B School, which is now called as Jagdish State School of Management.
That's great.
And yeah,
Actually.
fast forward 10 years,
Hmm.
if you look at my friends who have been through CAS versus Naveen Samala who did not go through CAS, my friends are at VP level in some organization. I'm
Hmm.
at almost at a director level in the
Hmm.
organization, but simultaneously I've built the world's only quintilingual podcast. And the kind of network that I've built, the kind of brand that I've established myself is
Hmm. Hmm.
nothing matches to what I would have got if I've got into CAS.
Hmm.
So sometimes we get bogged down if things
Yeah.
don't go as expected, saying
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
if at
Usually
all
things do not go like as we expect it, right?
correct, but
So.
we need to find out other alternate means
Hmm. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and 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 pivot a different path and
Hmm.
probably try to dream something bigger and unique and take a
Yeah.
different path
Hmm.
because not no, because everything is not for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
is destined to do something different.
Yeah.
If at
Yep.
all I have continued in the cash journey, I would have never started my podcast. I would have never
Hmm.
delivered my TEDx talk. I would have not authored two books by now.
That's great. So, like, let me go a little bit personal if you like give me permission, right?
Yeah, yeah, please go ahead.
Like, since your father passed, so how many years like they have passed?
It's quite a time now. It's close
Okay.
to 24 years that my father has passed away.
24 years.
Yes.
So, you were born at that time, I think so.
No, no, my father passed away during my engineering
During
second year.
engineering.
Yeah,
Okay. So I would like to know like what are some challenges you faced after your death of your father, and how are you handling the things since like if father passes away from family, like he is the head of the family, right?
correct. Yeah,
Right. So he managed all the financial things, all each and A to Z, right?
correct.
So, like, what are some struggles you are facing currently, and if you have something to tell for the viewers also, like, like lots of people will be facing the same problem, right? So, how did
Correct.
you overcome that?
Yeah.
And yeah, do you still remember him? And like, I want to
Yeah.
know a little bit of these things.
Absolutely. I still remember my dad. He is the biggest inspiration to me and my brother because
Hmm.
he's the one who instilled this discipline, who instilled all the great attributes that I am carrying now. So, talking
Hmm.
about the struggles, first and foremost thing is money has been a huge problem.
Hmm.
So, to run the family, and
Absolutely.
there were days where we could not eat 3 meals per day, and especially when I was staying away from the home, I had to manage
Yeah.
my entire month's expenses, including food
Hmm.
and conveyance in 1,000 rupees per
Hmm.
month. So you can imagine I've gone through a lot of struggles, and
Yeah.
I still remember there were some days where I did not have proper food, and
Hmm.
however, my only goal was okay. I have to wade through that particular circumstances and complete my education first and then look for
Hmm.
job opportunities and all. And by the time I graduated, the
Hmm.
situation worsened further because my mom has to
Hmm.
pay the education fees for
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
myself, my elder brother, and my
Hmm.
sisters as well, right? So we
Hmm.
had gone through fair share of troubles, and at that time, by the time I
Hmm.
graduated, we almost ran out of money, and unless and until you
Hmm.
earn, you'll not be able to eat.
Yeah.
So that was the situation. Then
Hmm.
I could not pursue any technology related courses at that time, and I thought,
Hmm.
okay, let me get into a job as a faculty member in engineering college. That's how I worked there, and my very first starting salary was 7,000 rupees per month.
Hmm.
And I worked for an engineering college for about 3 years, and after that I moved to corporate. But life has taught a lot of things. Now, if you look at my mindset, I
Hmm.
always think about never ever my family should get into that kind of trouble.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
even one generation, but next few generations. That's why I would
Hmm.
like to earn as much as money, and that's why me and my brother, we are always hardworking and we try to put in as much efforts as possible, so
Hmm.
that other people can treat us as inspiration or treat us as role models.
Hmm.
Because God will give us the troubles, but
Yeah, yeah.
we should never ever surrender to the troubles. We should overcome those
Yeah, yeah.
troubles, and we have to grow taller in such a way that once you look back, all the troubles should look smaller. That is what we
Yeah,
have done.
yeah. You have lots of motivation. You do not need like the external motivation one.
Yeah, that's true. Because
Hmm.
right now my purpose is completely different. I want to prove to the world that person from a humble background, okay, whose
Hmm.
parents are almost illiterate, can also do wonders, right?
Hmm.
If you look at one of my role models is Oprah Winfrey, another role model is Barack Obama.
Huh.
Oprah also comes from a very humble background, but today, anywhere in the world you go, people recognize Oprah, right?
I know
Likewise, I want
Oprah
to
is
be recognized.
like manifestation coach. Like I have seen some of her videos. Literally, like she have cracked the code of law of attraction, right? So how to visualize, right? All these things, manifestation things. So lots of people do not know about the law of attraction, right?
Yeah,
So they are into their own beliefs, which have been created from their childhood, right?
yeah,
So these are one more guy is there, so I do not remember him. He literally wrote the check on a piece of paper. It was around 10 million, and he got that contract within a year.
correct.
It's literally right. You have also seen that, according to me. If you watch that TED talk regularly.
Yeah, yeah. Even I'm trying to recall that person's name. I think he's the basketball player, if I am not wrong. He had also
Maybe.
undergone a lot
Hmm.
of hardships during his childhood and all. Yeah, as you said, law of attraction and manifestation really works.
Hmm.
We
Yeah,
have,
it
and most
was.
importantly, we have to be highly optimistic about things that we do, and
Yeah,
never
yeah.
ever get bogged down by the external circumstances.
Hmm. Like that spells like if I repeat a sentence like continuously, like on repeat, I am confident. I am confident. Right? Like you will become confident within some period of time. It will like ingrain in your subconscious mind, according to me, and you will act as if you are confident. So this is how like law of attraction works. And currently, if we are not rich and we try to like act as if we are rich, then we'll get lots of opportunities according to
Yeah,
that, right?
true.
Hmm. So yeah, coming back to one more personal question from your side, uh, I would like to know a little bit like what are some three lessons you learned from your father?
From my father.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so first and foremost is discipline.
Hmm.
Like he was a businessman, and he used to work really hard. Like
Hmm.
if he had committed some time to someone, he made sure that he gives time to people, and he showed up every time on time.
Okay.
And second thing is hard work. There is no
Hard work.
substitute for hard work. He used to work really, really hard,
Hmm.
and he also hails from a humble background, and he's the first person in our town to build a house, okay, which costed about 8 lakh rupees,
Hmm.
okay, way back 25 years back. So at 25 years back, 8 lakh rupees is a very big amount.
Yeah, yeah.
So discipline,
Hmm.
consistency, and third thing is walk the talk. So if you are promising something to somebody, make sure you
Hmm.
deliver it, or else never ever commit anything.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
these
This
are
is.
the
Hmm.
things, okay, which I have learned from him. There are many things actually, but these are
Hmm.
the top two that come to my mind.
One thing I can see, that is consistency.
Yeah.
Like how you are consistent, like what motivates you to be this much consistent, right? I want to know this secret.
See, only thing is, I always visualize myself to be in the top charts.
Okay.
Okay, within the podcast and all. And if that is not happening, which means I have to do more. I have to do more. I have to do more. And
Yeah.
I always remember one picture, okay, which was circulated in WhatsApp. There is a person
Hmm.
who is in the search of diamond mines, and that
Diamond
person
mines.
starts a diamond mine. Okay, he keeps on
Ah.
digging, and
Okay.
he has actually quit while he was just 2 to 3 feet away from the diamond mine. And there is a picture
Oh,
clicked from the other side.
I have seen.
So
I think.
yeah, you never know how close you are to success before you
Yeah, yeah,
quit.
yeah.
That's why never ever quit. If you never
There,
quit, you will be successful. That's why I'm consistent.
there is a rule 80/20,
Mm-hmm.
right? So whenever we'll be like growing, suppose if we have a business, uh, we have reached 80% of our success, then we are, if we are about to hit that 20%, we'll stop doing that thing. So that 20% we have to give totally.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, that's great to hear. Like the lessons from your father and the journey and this consistency. So let's move to one more important questions.
Mm-hmm.
If you had met 15 years ago, what version of Naveen would I have seen, and would I believe you to be today?
Absolutely, you would have believed because
Hmm.
right from the beginning, I have the flair for sharing my knowledge and wisdom with others. But 15 years ago, I was a
Hmm.
hardcore Java programmer and
Java.
complete family man who is building his family, okay, in
Hmm.
terms of working hard
Hmm.
towards setting up his family, towards getting his siblings married,
Hmm. Hmm.
and really putting in a lot of efforts to build a career for himself and all, right?
Hmm.
So that would have been the version of me. However, you would have seen the same passion and rigor,
Hmm.
saying that, okay, you'll see that particular fire in my eyes even 15 years ago.
That's great. Like, okay. So that's great to hear. So let's move to one more question. You have spoken with 880 guests, right?
800
Across,
plus guests.
yeah, 880 guests
Yeah,
across 80 countries.
yeah.
So what's one insight from this conversation that completely changed your way of thinking?
I cannot tell one instance as such because every conversation is unique.
Hmm.
But to summarize all the 880 plus conversations which I have personally led, and recently we have launched our 1000th episode. If we combine all the five languages combined, like
Hmm.
one thing is very clear: we
Hmm.
always feel proud about ourselves, and we always think our problems are bigger. But
Hmm.
there are people who
Yeah, yeah,
have
yeah.
faced much bigger problems than us, and
Yeah.
people who are more successful than us. So that is
Yeah.
the lesson that I've learned.
There are people who are sitting like on the pavement, like in the, what do you call that, around roadside, and they do not have proper meal to eat. So we think our problem is the greatest problem. So
Yeah,
that's a lie completely,
yeah,
right? So we are thousand more better than them. We have a good family, like we have two working hands, right? So we can do endless, we can achieve endless success. We should be grateful.
yeah,
So I would like to add this thing in law of attraction. So the more you are grateful to something, you are gonna receive it the like 10 times more. Is it right?
yeah, absolutely
If we like if you are grateful for some of the things, then like we'll attract more of it.
right.
Maybe
See, there
in
is a
abundance.
concept called butterfly effect.
Butterfly
If you
effect,
do
yeah.
good or bad, right, that comes
Hmm.
to us in return. So the more you express gratitude towards what we are blessed with, right, the more great things that happen to us. And if you
Hmm.
keep thinking about problems more, and you'll start witnessing more and more problems. As simple as it.
Yeah, yeah,
Only
yeah.
thing is when you are praying to God, we have to
Hmm.
wish we have to wish God not to give problems, but we have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
wish
yeah.
God, please
Hmm.
give us courage to face that particular problem. And then
Hmm.
things will be in place.
All we do is ask from God.
Right.
So we will be like asking forever. So
Right.
we should be thankful for God, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, so let's move to one more question. Like people call you the king of productivity, but
Yes.
let's be real.
Yeah.
What one habit you still struggle with?
One habit that I still struggle with,
Hmm.
very difficult, because I keep I do everything that I plan to do in a week or in a day's time. There
Hmm.
is, at times, I might put certain things in the back burner. Okay, one thing which I can tell you is I could not complete my PhD by the time I intended to do. Okay, and again, but there is a strong reason. I applied for PhD
Hmm.
at IIM Ranchi during COVID time, and it did not go through. But by the
Hmm.
time I started my podcast, and my podcast has kept me busy, because of which I could not complete my PhD. However, I
Hmm.
have plans to pursue my PhD
Hmm.
soon, because maybe within 1 to 2 years I'm planning to enroll, because
Hmm.
if you look at the guiding voice, I have outsourced the majority of the content editing stuff to the
Hmm. Hmm.
editors and
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
So, and there are few more elements of the show which needs to be automated or outsourced. Once that happens,
Hmm.
then I can spend more time on my other gigs like completing PhD or something. But
Yeah, yeah.
honestly speaking, when it comes to habits and all, there is nothing which I regret as such, because I always try to be productive and I don't waste even a minute of my time. So
Hmm.
people around me knows that, and even my personal calendar, when it comes to the appointments beyond my day job, they are also calendarized. That's why I asked you to book time on my calendar so that I stay
Hmm.
organized. If it is not on my calendar, there is a high likelihood that I might
Hmm.
get booked by something else or something of that sort.
Oh. Since I can see that productivity in your eyes and the courage, you are very motivated, Naveen. And I also wish you for your PhD
Thanks, Prashant.
from your small brother. Yeah, okay. Let's move to the next question. How has your definition of success evolved over these years?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'll give you uh, two different answers. Okay, first thing is related to my corporate journey, which I'm still continuing. Earlier, I
Hmm.
used to think that okay, if you have a fancy title like vice president or senior vice president or executive vice president, then I thought it would be successful.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
that was success. But of late, for last 4 years, 9 months,
Hmm. Hmm.
I've not been promoted. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
in my current organization, but
Hmm.
I question myself: is my work contributing to the organization, and am I impacting at least one employee every day, so
Hmm.
that they are motivated, so that they can do their job better, right? That is
Hmm.
keeping me moving. So
Hmm.
success is not about the titles or money
That's great.
or anything
Yeah.
else. Success is
Hmm.
about maintaining good health, maintaining good relations, and
Maintaining good
most
image.
importantly, contributing to the betterment of society or betterment of the organization.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
that was a
always
nice.
keep, yeah, I always keep telling people,
Hmm.
you'll be successful if you contribute to the organization without thinking whether or not you get the credit,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? So that is on the corporate journey side.
Hmm.
On the podcasting journey side, again, I used to think, okay, you have to be in the top 10 of the charts, okay, to be successful
Hmm.
and all. But
Hmm.
over a period of time, I realized, okay, numbers will come anyway. But if
Hmm.
you keep on thinking about numbers, you'll go no way.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
then I
yeah.
started focusing on the impact that I'm creating. I'll tell you
Hmm.
proudly, many of my guests
Hmm.
were invited as TEDx speakers before I was invited as a TEDx speaker. That itself is a big success to me. And
Oh,
I feel very happy. Okay, saying
that's
that,
great.
yeah, saying that, okay, my guests have gotten paid speaking opportunities
Hmm. Hmm.
and
Hmm.
many other great things. So success to
That's great.
me now is about creating impact, and
Hmm.
rest all in terms of laurels,
Hmm.
awards, money, is everything
Hmm.
else is a byproduct. As long as you are able to impact somebody, even somebody who is listening to this podcast or watching this podcast episode, if I
Hmm.
can change something in them so that they feel better and so
Hmm.
that they can take that one step to be
Yeah.
able to move forward,
Hmm.
then I'll feel I'm successful, and I
Yeah.
will feel that whatever the 30-35 minutes time that we have spent is worth spending.
That
Hope I
was a
got
nice input actually.
it.
So, according to you, these taglines are not the success.
They are not
Right.
permanent. I'll tell you one
Hmm.
simple example, Prashant.
Hmm.
Last year on September 2nd, I won this Asia's Best Education Podcast Award. Asia's Best Education
Oh,
Podcast
that's
Award.
great.
And I thought, okay, once I win this award, okay, I'll be treated like a celebrity, or I'll
Hmm.
get many more prominent
Hmm.
guests, so on
Hmm.
and so forth. But to be honest, people will send congratulatory messages for a day or probably 2 days. Third day,
Yeah,
they will forget. They're busy in their own life.
that's the
And
reality.
right, so that's why all these taglines, awards, and all those are not eternal.
Hmm.
Eternal things are something which will give you long lasting impact. For
Impact.
example, the content that I created,
Hmm.
maybe 10 years down the line, somebody might listen to it and somebody might resonate with it, or somebody might think, or I wish I came across this episode 10 years ago, or I wish, okay,
Hmm.
something else, I wish I could have met Mr. Naveen Samala, or
Hmm.
probably they might take one action from that particular episode and move forward that might change their life, right? So these are the things which will matter, because if you consider uh, Indian film industry, right? Dada
Hmm.
Saheb Phalke Award is one of the most iconic awards in the film industry.
Yeah, yeah.
And why is it named after Mr. Dada Saheb Phalke? Because he is the first Indian to produce a movie, right?
Okay.
Even
Uh-huh.
though it has been so many years that he has passed away, still people
Hmm.
remember his efforts and all. Likewise, somebody, he or she is making an
Since
impact,
he have
they'll be
created
remembered
an
forever.
impact in others' life, right?
Yeah,
So that's the reason they have like named it as
exactly.
award name. Yeah, that's great. Like taglines are not permanent. The impact you create on others' life, that thing remains forever.
Yep.
That's great. Okay, so let's move to next question. What's one piece of advice for young people that no book, college, or course will ever teach them?
Great question. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm in the process of writing one book, okay,
Hmm.
which will have all the life lessons that I've learned. I'm not
Hmm.
going to reveal the title, okay, in
Sure.
the interest of protecting the rights, because today people are stealing so many ideas and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
implementing before
yeah,
us.
yeah.
But that is going to give a lot of lessons to every youngster,
That's
okay,
great.
which if
Hmm.
they can learn and if they can implement them beforehand, then their life will be very smooth.
Hmm.
But something
Hmm.
what I will tell to all the listeners and viewers is
Hmm.
simple: don't chase money, don't chase
Hmm.
success,
Okay.
okay, and don't compare your life with others.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
is traveling in their own boat, in their at their own pace, and
yeah, yeah,
everybody's circumstances are different.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
All you have to do is respect elders,
yeah.
make best use of your time
Hmm.
productively, wisely,
Hmm.
contribute to the positive part of the society in terms of creating impact in somebody's life,
Hmm.
and most importantly, create a mark for yourself.
Hmm.
Okay, those are the things which I would tell people, and spend as much less time as possible on the social media, because
Hmm.
social media is both a boon as well as a pain,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it is
yeah.
hurting more than the good that is causing.
Hmm.
So those are things that I would like all
So,
the listeners to focus
okay.
on.
Okay, so I would like to add one more input here.
Yeah.
So, if we compare China's youth and Indians youth, I think that like Indians youth are quite disturbed, or you can say they are distracted
Yeah.
through social media, right? So how we can uh, what we can call it as suggest them, or we can give a proper roadmap for them. Like as I have noticed, according to me, like in China, if we like, they do not use this Instagram and the social media which we have in our India. They have their own products, right?
Correct.
Mm. So since they have banned all the Indian products in their China market, so if we do scroll in China applications, I have seen like you will get lots of educational content in
Hmm.
their applications.
Okay.
So in India, what happens is like the youths and the youngsters, they have been addicted to this YouTube, or you can say that Instagram reels. So they are on their like, it's a auto mode, they are swiping it, and they do not know that subconsciously they are hurting themselves, right? So what do you think, like how can like, how India's youth can be like upgraded like Chinese kids, since this like Sayara movie have been launched? So I think that our youth is like going in the wrong direction.
Yeah. Because people are behind instant gratification and they want everything quick. So it
Hmm.
is again not their fault at all. So
Hmm.
first and foremost is, if you
Hmm.
understand the value of money and if you understand the value of time,
Hmm.
then course correction can be done.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
elder siblings and parents and also all the faculty members should teach all the college going and school going kids about the value of money and value of time, because the time is
Hmm.
something which cannot be earned. Even if you lose money,
Yeah.
you can earn
Hmm.
money, but if you are losing
Hmm.
time,
Hmm.
no matter how much money you spend, you cannot get your
Yeah,
time back.
we cannot regain that time, right?
Absolutely. So if you understand the importance of those two things,
Hmm.
then make it sensible, then
Hmm.
automatically things will fall in place.
Hmm.
One advice I would tell again to all the youngsters is,
Hmm.
there's nothing wrong in terms of watching content, but
Yeah.
are you learning something out of it? Are you becoming a wiser or a better person
Hmm.
after listening or watching that particular content? How
Hmm.
is it helping you? Is
Yeah,
there
yeah.
at least one positive aspect? Then go for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But if you think deeply, you'll
Hmm.
understand that, okay, after watching that particular reel, I started comparing,
Hmm.
okay, I just have a Maruti Suzuki car, but my friend has a BMW.
Yeah.
Or I am having a Vivo phone, my friend has a iPhone 17. Likewise, people start
Yeah.
comparing and it is causing a lot of damage. And these reels are so addictive. They are
Yeah, yeah.
designed, means the platforms are designed in such a way that
Yeah, yeah.
it
Hmm.
creates that particular dopamine factor. And
Yeah,
people
yeah.
are getting anxious also. They wanted to post something and get instant
Hmm.
1,000 likes, 2,000 likes, and all. And I've seen many youngsters, okay, they post the
Hmm.
content and they're continuously seeing. And the madness has gone to a level wherein they ping their friends and ask them, hey, I posted this, you are not liking it, right?
That's
Those are
literally
all
what happening in
heights
India.
of insanity.
Hmm. So add like I want you to add one more input about how we can improve them. So since we have this problem, so how it can be improved?
Logic is very simple.
Hmm.
Think deeply about what you want to become
Hmm.
and watch your habits. Are your habits taking you closer to your dreams or are they
Hmm.
deviating you?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Do
Hmm.
a personal audit report in terms
Hmm.
of, okay,
Hmm.
create a diary for yourself. What time are you waking up? What are all
Hmm.
activities that you are doing in a given day? And are you really contributing to your family in some way or the other? For
Hmm.
example, I have two young daughters,
Okay.
and I kept a activity tracker for them. I told them, okay,
Really?
there are different columns actually. One is what is the wake up time,
Hmm.
and after that, did you fold the cloths, and
Hmm.
did you help your mom in any of the household chores?
Hmm.
Likewise, there are different columns, and they have to mark. And at the end of every week, they have to check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whether they
What
have helped their
what is
mom
that
or me.
application name called as?
No, I created a tracker myself. I created a simple Excel sheet,
Tracker.
and
Okay. Okay.
I take the printout and I give it to my daughters. And I
Okay.
told them, okay, at the end of every week, you see how much time you spent consuming television
Mm-hmm.
and how much time you have. You're trying to whine about food, not eating food on time and all, right? So somebody has
Mm-hmm.
to do a self audit in
Mm-hmm.
terms of what they are doing, monitor their own actions, and if
Mm-hmm.
possible, try to consult their elder siblings or maybe their parents and seek support.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing wrong in seeking of support. If you feel
Mm-hmm.
like okay, you are getting addicted to mobile, right?
Yeah.
Find some ways where you are trying to be away from mobile, or seek your parents'
Mm-hmm.
help, or seek your elder siblings' help. Definitely,
Mm-hmm.
they would be happy to do that. But if you're, and also most important, if you have any problem, talk to your parents openly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great actually. Like, I want all Indians to follow this, the tracker one. Since I have seen like my sister's daughter, if she do not have phone in her hand, she
She'll not
won't
eat.
have her lunch.
She'll
She
not eat.
don't. Yeah, yeah.
And you
That's
know, Prashant,
yeah.
one surprising and most unfortunate thing is that
Hmm.
kids, okay, below 1 year, if they start using mobile phone, they are prone to getting autistic disorders.
Really?
And there are many of my friends
Hmm.
whose kids are autistic. And one of the common themes that I found is their kids have been using mobile phones for minimum 6 to 8 hours a day, and they're
Six
all
to 8 hours.
hours. Yeah. So this is phone is the dangerous weapon. It's a
Hmm.
dangerous thing which will damage somebody's mental health, physical health, and everything. So
Hmm.
it is not at all advised to give kids
Yeah, yeah.
okay the mobile phones and all, because young parents wants to escape. Okay, saying that okay, if we give mobile phone, this kid will
Hmm.
not disturb us. But there are so many dangerous side effects.
Yeah.
Be
Hmm.
watchful.
That's great input. Okay, let's move to next question. We have lots of questions, but let's see if we can make part two. So let me ask one important question. With all your achievements, how do you choose your goals are truly worth your time?
Yeah, I clearly started thinking about whether a particular activity is going to be aligned with the overall impact that I'm going to achieve.
Hmm.
And if it is aligned, only then I'm embarking on that particular activity, or else I'm saying no. For example, recently I took up the role of area director at Toastmasters International. So that role is something which I never ever aspired for. And I thought about it
Hmm.
and I applied and I gave the interview and I cracked it.
Hmm.
And I started thinking
Okay.
about it because I'm
Hmm.
spending more time than expected. And I started
Yeah,
thinking about it. Hey, did I make the right decision? But overall, after doing due diligence, I felt it is
yeah.
actually contributing to my larger vision in terms
Hmm.
of impacting the careers and lives of millions across the globe. Because
Hmm.
I'm meeting new people, my
Yeah, yeah.
network is further
Hmm.
increasing, and I'm getting an opportunity to interact with many other guests,
Hmm.
and people are happy
Yeah,
being
yeah.
with me and all, right? So, likewise, I'm very much particular whether it is
Hmm.
aligned to my long term goal or not. If it is not aligned, I don't
Hmm.
get into it, and I do not hesitate to say no.
Okay. Every opportunity is a great opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, let's move to the next question. Your TED Talk was on the persistence of 1610 days and beyond, right? For
Yeah.
the youth listening, what does it really mean to go beyond and how can they approach upskilling to stay ahead?
So first of all, what is that 610 days?
Huh.
Right?
Yeah.
It is the day I started podcasting till
Hmm.
that time. it took for me to win Asia's Best Education Podcast Award. So it took
Hmm.
1610
Can you
days.
please show that award to our viewers? I'm very curious about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the
yeah.
award.
So 610 days. And when it comes to upskilling,
Hmm.
I was not as good and as proficient as a host on my show. Okay, when I started
Hmm.
way back in 2020,
Hmm.
I have demonstrated continuous improvement. I only kept one thing on my mind.
Hmm.
My every episode should see one improvement so that
Yeah.
people who come back to the show they
Hmm.
should see, okay, yes, this guy is demonstrating continuous improvement. For example, initially I used to record my content using my wife's Samsung phone. Later on,
Hmm.
my wife gifted me one podcasting mic, okay, which is here for my birthday in 2020. So this is Samsung Q2U,
Okay.
and
It's look like a boya mic.
no, it is Samsung Q2U.
Hmm.
And at that time, uh, I started using this, and then the content got better. And initially, I used to rely on Zencaster for recording, and it was only audio only content. Afterwards, I
Hmm.
switched to Skype. After that, switched to Zoom paid account.
Hmm.
Sometimes I did on Google Meet, and finally, I purchased the subscription for
Hmm.
Riverside. And if you look at my background, this is all real background. This is not a wallpaper. Every book you can
Yeah.
touch, all the awards that you
People
can see and all.
like people do use the
Exactly.
green screen
Right.
one.
Yeah. So I have got this setup done about a year ago. And before this, and right now I'm sitting in my home office come
Hmm.
podcasting studio. Earlier, I used to sit in a hall when we were living in a two-bedroom apartment. I used to do the recording sitting in the middle of the hall and asking my wife, my mom, and my kids to be silent at all. But now
Hmm.
my wife and my kids and my mom are downstairs at this time, and even
Hmm.
though how much noise they make downstairs, it is not audible here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We
So
want one
likewise, I've been
office tour
improving.
video
Yeah.
for this.
So not only that, when it comes to content, also earlier we did not have rapid fire round concept. I introduced one rapid fire round, and later on I introduced two rapid fire rounds, and every time
Hmm.
I ask different set of questions, and
Hmm.
people want to come back for more. And by the time they come back again on my show,
Hmm.
they'll see huge difference, and they say, "Oh my God, lots of improvement."
Yeah, yeah.
And now you are doing the podcasting effortlessly. So these all things happen
Hmm.
because you learn and you upskill every day.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and when it comes to upskilling, it need not always be technical. It could
Hmm.
be communication skills. It could be your body language.
Yeah, yeah.
There are so many facets of upskilling.
Hmm. Like I am curious. I want a home tour video, or you can say as a office tour video. Like, do you have any idea running in your mind related to this?
Office tour. Actually, I published one small Instagram reel when this particular thing is set up. But
Hmm.
my vision is to have my own studio, which is
Hmm.
spread
Hmm.
across 2 to 3 floors, and there should be recording rooms for
Hmm.
every language podcast,
Hmm.
and there will be pool of editors who are working, and there
Hmm.
will be front desk, and there will be lavish sitting room where I'll be interviewing celebrities, and also that is my vision. So once that
Hmm.
happens, I'll be
It
happy
will
to
happen.
do that.
It
Yeah,
will happen. Butterfly effect, law of attraction.
yeah,
Like
absolutely.
what
I'm
I.
I'm
Mhm.
optimistic about it, and thanks for the best wishes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So last, let's wrap this. I have one last question for you.
Yeah.
So when all is said and done, beyond productivity, awards, and podcasts, what legacy do you want to leave behind?
Same thing. Somebody should dream big and chase just like I did. Means
Hmm.
people should think, okay, yes, Naveen comes from a humble background, but still he did it. Why can't I do it?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And he has impacted millions across the globe. Why can't I do it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that should be their thought process after I leave this world.
Hmm. That's great input. Okay, it's been around 60 minutes, Naveen.
Yeah, 50
You
minutes, but
have,
I think, yeah.
okay, 50 minutes. So we have Naveen for 50 minutes. Uh, would you like to add anything, or you want to speak something
Uh,
related to anything about your
I
health
think
and?
I think we can wrap this here because
Mm-hmm.
all the Gen Zs, right, have shorter attention span,
Yeah.
and they might get bored. And in case if somebody has gone to come to this
Mm-hmm.
extent, really kudos
Mm-hmm.
to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for sure. If you have stayed till this long in listening or watching, I really appreciate you. And if you have watched the content or listened to this extent, give me a ring, connect with me on LinkedIn. I would be happy to spend 30
Mm-hmm.
minutes time with you, whoever it is.
Thank you so much, Naveen. So it's been around 15 minutes. So let's wrap this. It's about impact, as you said, right? If in around 10 viewers, if we make a good impact to one viewer also, like it will be good for us, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you so much. Let's wrap this episode two of Before the Brand. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Prashant, for the opportunity, and I wish you and your team all the best. So, thank
Thank you
you,
so much.
listeners and viewers. Bye bye.